Right, everyone will be about the sports arena, brass society, and I say, and I feel they are good musem. A bro na say a kushim kakra, na ya tutunya man. Now wash your own the screen is only be correct pa. I'm telling you, first no na to musemaza. A yipa, then na my this is digital. First na analog. I'm telling you, say no. You improve your power, so more brutal. I'm telling you, is there any BBC for the computing? Sky Sports, what you say? Yes, Sports Arena, bread and you do MYBET.AFRICA TV and yes streaming live with YouTube. Na fi oba Facebook so street is watching and I say ABN Radio 1, oh Facebook. It's more than joining or honor. So what I say na fi bibi answer into me then. Into me enkoye jumadi MYBET.AFRICA, MYBET.AFRICA. Me no ka say there club world cup no matches no. I'm telling you emu da ho brutal. When ni bet there na say one ka say ofiefu no mu disturb opa na me ka kiro ti say club world cup no na ye ni breba be guso because when season na end no wo ye plus and minus is out to say my bet for no omo de echi aka fam pa. And just say ye club world cup no be dey e be kiro mo say yes e come back it come back no ye ba be di ni ye di ye the club world cup no e ba be dey e ba be gi sika na bibia so etumi ai dey etumi akoye goes be flow. I'm telling you goes be flow papa. You also watch pre-season games no they call America ni nyina omo ba 0-0 nim so what's the deal because the hono omo friend football omo friend soccer. They want entertainment. Inti wo be jam account to twuma mo be bu. Inti goes be full party. Ye the goes be this car. Ti bomodian un register my bet abomodian ko your Telegram account wo. Your Telegram account na Sports Arena. Sports Arena na good screen is so no. SPORTS. Na what intem kakra Arena na ARENA. Na what join. O join here. Obo say ya pin eye wo honum. What I say, ya penny a year link be on. Click so, ne register. Registration 3 steps per. 3 steps. You from list to work. My catch out. I'm for be brave. You from list to work. It me list to work. Me the 45 account home. Now my bomb password. It's password. No we are send no verification code. Your call number na so. To number no. So now the best verification. What register we? Who we are the nyabutre. You the code in the bed and be bro. You the code in there, ebe bro. Now they are ship. Oko aya top right corner honum na. Once a dey to be or click so pe. Once about deposit e wo ho. Na ba withdrawal ani ade ade deposit. No what deposit is card dey ade. E dey ato. Uwi a ebeba say load code. Ti load code no. E honum na yen ebe ma code na we dey we dey kwhye no wa loadi. So wa so we a champion na betima ade. Arrange ne kama arrange games kama now so I register na mum twa wo my bet makachro na no pade bi ba ebe to me la pass o se we twa online for the bi we di 1.2 billion enkrofo no hwehwe mo ba biom na me say here omo mo ni office o is say na wa ba no o catch ye mi nko enden e online omo ni office by my bet e wo offices wo Ghana hase. A Ghanaian own. My bet buy net. Over 20 years, my bet a pojuma. Until once and money be as will be some my bet na yemtianeka a binsi da. Until a year and that's here near the year dance the actual register my bet. Send a bear obey the obey. My bet would be almost as a new message. Akwaba ku or the call courty. Odi $12 million here or the call courty. Sa company in a good. No more yellow bisa egu odi 12 nkofo ne delete na account no na or log in into me log in okohu web ayifo bi hackers bi na omo ye de omo tumi call na account no okoye no na ise we di bebre na o de call court ana court butia omo se omo ye de omo ade eche Lebanese company ade eche mpua omo call Lebanese akwa me no ka say o ye den ni sanka 12 million we no saa time no na saa platform no se utwa ohu se watwa bet no ubo hu betwa neda so o betwa na nti so the 50 cedi ena de ye de shame ena 25 matches ena saa company no mo bonus in company bia to utwa 10 cedi o se ohu sa de na twa na so utwa no se twa foforo ti one slip no twa ne be se 5 ena bom ni nyina boy na se we di ni nyina nkofo no eyem hye omo afi na wo so omo ye den omo na account omo close ena onya Nigeria fo bi no omo ye do omo ye ma na o ka so a sa case we kopie mu high court kofo ne ba ni ade ama pade ni di bem ade chi na omo pake omo nyama nyina puwa omo ko to ba say my bet na asumesi di ya anka my bet fo ntua dan 3 billion ya ya pade no omo tua 3 billion ma no me friend is say was send phone waye ye tam yesi akwa no abansu bia wasi no waton kraman de egu ase o eye my bet sika no di ye to ko hwe na uhu no eti no woni my bet fo nye den enhwimbom na bibia ye den enkoye nene ye be rem papa I'm telling you transfer news no Trent Alexander-Arnold sa yesi onko training no ni yesi woko we French class aquanica French or can Spanish brutal Spanish aquanica is in Spanish na yesi ada gula de no ama Liverpool for kokwa paise padi ti ko training na bobo for ma Liverpool sa time sa na chese nkofo twetwe no left right center ni nyina sa na usua Spanish na aqua no Spanish bia we chese we dwedwemu no enya asem keto wakasa e dey afase wa join Real Madrid, the biggest club in the world na ye na niji papa obi academy boy ya Liverpool and what now on life Liverpool academy no akwa ne se osunda ye se o boy Real Madrid inti ye di munche mu be den ebe bro Trent e deal no I confirm me no ka say Manchester City ko for no money bra no players almost sign there next season enya asem keto akra na Chelsea enya asem keto akra Chelsea so mo pay 2 players before the club World Cup omo ye 2 players omo sanka na omo Chelsea otimu nse omo ko loan ba na ade wa ko loan na ko ye yi anye yi omo se trafie no omo komra because masa okoye no omo build the bond kese omo person will maintain the same energy into one player and 2 players pe na omo free loan na omo ba be team ni mu Abrante aye friend Andre Santos and Mike Pendes na ye be remu na ya hwese ene Petrovic he is one of the best goalkeepers in Europe as we speak. Chelsea for Jana abra no mo pe Big Mike Magnan ene Chelsea in San to me anka no one would have thought say the best goalkeeper ene obia ka se ni modibo ka e konkan komo de ne be ko competition no ma drop no ye be rem Man United as they say Yokeres ntoko bi apai no on anyway nya sanketo akra it looks like Lisa Brandt na here obe join Man United Victor Osimhen akwa no say ye nima de apade no hwehwe wo biase mu yesi wo peska Hilal for ni disike wo biase mu nya abra no last minute akwa say onko Hilal for ni call asa disika be brie asaba oso onye na Chelsea dey me no ka say oni Chelsea we ni dey aye cold because Chelsea to me anya aye Liam Delap say oye LD na nkomo se omo pe LD19 see what I say but say padi na kwa kofa LD9 na say 9 no kese wo mu no akwan say no ono obe de obefa eye 9 na de ahye tie be rewrem na afi aba be hwe eye the squad Europeans na de aba going into the club World Cup say ticket no timu say ano ne to no mu akwa eden say Messi no enkofo no mu hye da nya da ne sa eno na nti na wo na FIFA president na hwe animu sanka Hilal be sign Cristiano Ronaldo na ka Ronaldo aba be ton ticket ni bi di amomo say Messi no akwa ni pool wo fom omo ne Alali ticket no enkofo ento ho no be di hu enkomo na fi games ni nya sha say ye be streaming party enye easy ti match na ekoso no na ye streaming party wo ho no ma e wo se otumi ye den e join na bibia and so etumi ye den e koyi sports arena from now till 2:30 and ye di show no beba ye den e beba na we ye abja for e wo ha sei dada. First of all, was he can call my better education him kakra. Unse me de kakra boy was say money man. And so the ba say all season no. And yeah, ani nyama kakra my bed for the abano. Hey my bed we brutal. Me say my bed first no. Mo money madina. What na number 1 Roman hono no. Uba woni ka say wo rolling circle greenhouse. Ho near frɛ greenhouse. My bed for obi twa to be tea. Chale any bo fruit ne mo man you hey my bet we brutal my bet company no e be nyina ma me na nkanso aba bet company. I'm telling you every time be omo the new thing ba omo the ade foforo den e ba na bibia so etima da akoye nti yem bisa money man said dey na my bet for the aba this time around money man e mo akwa
yeah list to me jo so
yeah bibia come
yes bibia come what can my bet for as mama me ni age say open company a mo be ma bibia open e o bet team where my bet enu nti na time bia mo say open bibia twa bet afiska na o sika no ho mba asema MYBET.AFRICA NSA ukọ nti enei yenim say FIFA Club World Cup e ba so yenim say off season no bia adwen say off season dey be there na boys etimi ya den afiska to ombotom nso enei FIFA Club World Cup na ba e ba beboa enu nti na my bet for say embro mo platform ni enso emba me face kana FIFA Club World Cup no enye say ye be hwe keke ye hwe no ni esa afiska e dey den e dey ato ombotom ti ene utie no come MYBET.AFRICA platform ni so a matches ni na agwo matches ni na agwo first round matches ni go nti omo me ni je long bet hono betimi start ni na abom
na me ma ye long bet efiri akoka ukọ print a efiri akoka kwashima ten
du kanini na abom sa na afi de bibie timi akoyi na osika ni mu ayedu kai se wo yes ano no mo aka bonus of 1,500 na enu so bonus na say PS kan ma emu yedu tu di kakra ta echi a na wetima fiscal tan se na FIFA Club World Cup ni be ko na wiye no ese wutimi yeye my bet for a mouse aska no nti ene so obe join ni dia registration here very simple uko www.mybet.africa boy ya top right corner obe registration obe hu icon a circle ni green no mia so registration ni login mia registration is phone number na first na bebisa obo shema username send a list or kind no do baby bia person use list or person use edin bia na bi obi afadeda nti betimi use edin now the number ba ko mienu aka ho na mana unique amount. The next one your password. The password new year. My bet for now be send verification code now they verify your account no. O verify account you no one no ba be kan busuano. Ne we on platform na hye bet no. Yen so FIFA Club World Cup ne course na be ma options I feel say games ni ahwe no. The next games e be ba ne betimi abo. Nti show no dey say opese fiscal FIFA Club World Cup no me sports arena any my bet and say oye adwuma e wo.
Okay. Right, inti eno no MYBET education no. Inti say a long bet no ene ye ba hyehyɛ. Maka kiro say ene ye be ma long bet no. Aha, ye be ma long bet no. Inti every day bia match no na no so ye de bia ye de aba na afi wo hu de ekɔ ne de ye ba. Me nhwɛ the transfers kakra etumi ya de etumi ekoso. Ene as Liverpool ne Bayer Leverkusen this year. Liverpool for akukuru skent enye sika keto amde akwa no ni ade a Chelsea so ni ade yenyina munim transfers na de ekọ think Barcelona they why cold Real Madrid you see say omakwa sign River Plate young guy they are expecting him to join after the Club World Cup or no bebo e de ama River Plate. He's an exciting young man. Mami di better na jubi pa. First half na ya show mu 2. Me ko first half win. Akwa ne LED team ni mo share 3 in the first half na. E ma me bet ne bo anaju ma me Philippa. Oni bo ne bo papa. Enti no yen hwe yes our transfers we ni ade na fe yen family ra the squad European teams no dey aba. Are they presenting a good squad and who is likely continent team being or likely to win because Flamingo is coming. River Plate eba ye nyina ni mo performance any ade team me enhwe Pamara so ka ho ya
see ehwe transfers assembly there ye nim say Liverpool ni Florian Wirtz in sense no emutwen ye based on sikana na ban Leverkusen ehwe se ombetimi age because no mama ya madwin say bibia na say etimi kodu 150 ne say 150 pe but say Liverpool pe so add-ons kan ho add-ons ne add-ons be achievable omumpe add-on say ebia player ne koje Ballon d'Or ansa ne amamu say but mudu finals muje league mudu bought this particular games and a player bought this particular games and mama inska nti ebeye twema but later Liverpool say kwan bia so no omu hia Florian Wirtz e wo mu team no because omu hia that creative number 10 obetimi aba be boom nti kwan bia so na so omu team tutu nyama ye no omu team nya Florian Wirtz and 150 including add-ons and Liverpool ehwe so obetimi e de ama but in sem no e kwa akosi say Bayern Leverkusen so hwe say Liverpool player friend Kwanza on person omudi ono so ko Bayern Leverkusen it is any name say football clubs no on paper no we 150 amount and na so obeje Kwanza na at a particular fee e betimi on be massage ne ba ko mi as can betimi aye den emu aye but Liverpool hwe besi anopa we rumors e ko so Bracola omu hia another left winger so omu be hwe say so mbeja Luis Diaz kwan either Barcelona or any other team about Luis Diaz one meaning say ombetimi nya that winger or pace or strength or what's our good threat na Mohamed Salah the mom on the right side no metimi nya be on the left betimi abom ti yehwe senior transfers ne ko eni say Liverpool ni FIFA Club World Cup ni ti ene yo betimi ato ne bo ase ai ne transfers senior person e bia even clubs na no mo no bebre a close amom ombetimi assign players biom into the tournament they say around we are friends saying June.
Okay. So maybe as a Chelsea, for instance, they can still negotiate with any other player, but the player will not get opportunity to play in the Club World Cup.
Player and beat me abo from 24th to 25th. Or maybe
another window.
Yes.
Okay, so now they can still negotiate with other players, yes. So that when the next window in the tournament, you know.
But likely it's a window ni be pay time my first round.
Okay.
Say be as a club ni ma.
Okay.
Ehun hia but say bi ogusu wo ma obetimi amanabo nti eno ene betimi aboa yehwe Man United ene o ma announce player friend Kunia officially akuta Man United JC ene oba bebo amom 62.5 million ena Man United dey ato so person mo defa Kunia ene insem bebre ko so players too Man United dey so betimi adium Antoine Semenyo ena also Mbemu nti with these two players ena Man United dey do omo nkomo but I think Tottenham on the other hand Thomas Frank is be we mu on ama say Man United transfer ni mu twetwe kakra because say Mbemu pese obomu team former coach there obefa na before any other coach nti ene na Tottenham mo so mbetimi use say Thomas Frank full power no e dey atwe Mbemu etimi aba but Man United man Mbemu ati sa 250 na all hwe so pese oje no omunyo madwin so mbetua because o mama scenario na ba da say ope we player na ope baby obetimi enye sika wa Man U. Okay. They say Rashford more, Sancho more, 300, 400. Now no muji go mbotom. Tene Mbemu or Brentford no je 450. And they also know say Man United penny dia and your move for 250 any day. Enka homa no. And no money 250 and they Man United said they be o munhwe no muntua. But see and send Thomas Frank so dey movie Tottenham. The bedding. I'm a player friend in Mbemu. Obe decide they say Man United the man obeje ne sa ana say obeko Tottenham ne ka Man United ansem ama me fenwie e o Victor Workers nansen omone sporting agent ni di nkomo na nkomo ni na akosi se yesi oni Victor Workers e wo gentleman agreement yenko ya be di hu nkomo hada se gentleman agreement wo between obetimi move to any club below ne release clause no. Okay. That is 58 million wo de ba obetimi afa no na sporting director said they be until say asem no baby na nkomo omone ne call ni say omunye chinchini say ni release clause no moje that is 80 million na dan so no but they can take anything below but nyese below no or they go 50s mu nti ene ye nim say class fans be complain ade nti na Chelsea mu nko on ade nti na Arsenal mu nko on clubs no me meet sporting directly you know, I think that information we omo word that nti na bi omo nso twetwe omo ho no nti ene na ba be public but Man United you so intermediary so mbetimi ni sporting any go across akasa sisi o mehu say akesefo ni na ya atwe omo ho nti end o mbetimi ewiem na ndie without Champions League football omutimi nya na maybe they can win some major trophies in the Premier League betimi aboa so in the transfer market enyama ba ku mienu ko so ba Man City top players na Vincent Boss so say City team ni dey anu edin I know a dinye papa.
Man City yes signings no.
Yeah.
Mumma me the picture of a year favorite with any Ranchik na was I think
comparison.
Yeah, we are going to have a strong debate on this.
Okay.
On the face of it, because now I feel no more joining the Premier League. Why not to me I have a better deal?
I think Manchester City. I didn't make us a Manchester City. They say in football, everything goes player and performance. So in said it comes to the money. And they player better play with team be better play at 30 million. Player number performing and 4 be say what time 150. You can say the 115 about Chelsea. I'm not pay you no be edge and the console. Say the performance in this scanning bay, the performance in this scanning bay. We heard these two players, they have two different profiles. Florian Wirtz, Emma that number 10 or more direct. On fact, need any more skillful baby, sir, or more direct play or create chances. Mate me say in the EPL play be am then better to Florian Wirtz kaka be maybe a bit say folding, but he's more of like a direct and more skillful chain folding kaka. About the short power, about finding players is very good. Ryan Checky on the other hand, on also more that flair, no, that hazard, mobile, no, that type of 10 now, or be drop it, or be making sure so drop it shoulder back no, or be use double foot, and they actually create chances. You who recent go to Michema France against Spain, and then Yamo the more as a player. But I think the monetary wise, near the back could be play a bigger factor in these players. Seasons two clubs will be movie call Liverpool a club here and these two clubs no they are clubs or muto players are air pressure and time bomb so especially when it comes to the media space say Man United back to Anthony 100 million you expect this or see park in so BB Chelsea back to Caicedo Enzo Fernandez you expect this will see park in so BB by her Manchester City will be such a Grealish bar for 100 million or almost 1 year no she go here but now on tissue media no you who Liverpool supposed like buy for an 80 million or no so not that number 10 rule no team born papa but on tissue. So these are two clubs so many players are there isn't much pressure fans need coaches no and the direction or more corner see until they don't give pressure to their players.
Well, I think
that
maybe
150 no
okay
for Florian Wirtz ebema England media ne gina ne konso ye because one he becomes one of the most expensive midfielders in the league as at now.
The most expensive player
in all. So as at now, and as at now, no EPL Liverpool Nikuta the most expensive goalkeeper, the most expensive centre back, the most expensive midfielder ever league, no. And they've been able to break na Caicedo and na Enzo na Nikuta na Caicedo be break here. And they knew about him. Tene and slot next season pressure better than so. But looking at these two players, City any a good deal, and I think Ryan Checky would give more in games than Florian Wirtz in the Premier League.
So you are saying that Ranchiki, will give an answer, will have a better season.
Yes, I think he would have a better season than Florian Wirtz, especially player to player wise. But Abia, Bibi Betimias based on formations our coaches never call for. Because remember say Ryan Check, you say he's more good with both feet.
Of course, the double wings Krana we a creative player, which was he who.
But on the creativity, his strength is more based on one thing and weakness on you be your pet dropping so on one fullbacks until the neck wings are that fullback will be bony into that means he needs to be given that free role to now explore and until mostly your pet 10 because 10 or drop a pick ball or they call into a neighbor depend they say Pep Guardiola Bernard so be born from the right from the left or from the middle. I think the best position will be from the middle. And as of now, City and himself De Bruyne and they occupy that role. And they De Bruyne and the likes of on the Mamouche and they play that particular role. It be depending on Senna City best set here, but the players on my tunnel. You are on squad. I think remember more details on the way I think Man City will set up next season.
Okay, my interest are who is going to have a better season? Rancheki and Abrante a friend or Fiven Vet. And they are coming to meet the campaign Ankasa Bosu Nankasa Bosu Kinankasa or
Meka say Rancheki for the past 3 seasons, 2 seasons ago, he was a player Now, people were saying, say, oh, yeah, right winger. I mean, he's a very good. I mean, this season, and I said this international break, and then the first time, Onya chance to play with the France national team.
So the main national
team.
Was not kind of 21.
And I'm ahead the main national team.
Okay.
And you see, comparing these two players, like I say, Florian Wirtz, no, he's already established. Like, just 22 years or a year older than Abranta and the Rancheki. But you see, from Colonna or RB Leipzig or by since Abranta and Kai Havertz, fewer Rancheki badges and that number 10 role no bono. He has been playing that role for over 3 years now, and even the German national team, where they even have Jamal Musiala, they still have ways and means. Omuputu Florian Wirtz from the left side or right side. In himself or a player, on to me that typical wing friends as a winger animal. But he's a creative player or for a lot of experience or for a lot of creative ideas up front. So wherever Florian Wirtz finding himself, he finds ways and means to create a chance and also share. Or that kind of methods now, they can create and they can score at any given point. But let's do check it around, check it. There is a reason why he's been linked with top teams for all these years. Teams with Nankofano. In the scouting reports, you cannot get 10 scouting reports of Francheki. Unyani weakness say or lazy. It is something that Omoka. And you see, he's a young player coming to Manchester City. And him say one of the coaches Omutimi improving players, especially tactically, and to be displayed on the field. Your opinion Pep Guardiola. If you want to play under him, you have to change your style of play. So you won't have a Grealish style of play exercise. You won't have a Drew Ebina Branton Bernardo Silva. When he was coming from the French league, he was a right winger. But now Bernardo Silva plays as the number 8 or as the number 10 for Manchester City. So to me, with this comparison, to me, you didn't say Ranchek no bad. There's no guarantee that he's coming to be a starter. Because even if Chaki wants to be a starter, he has to perform more than Bernardo Silva. He has to perform more than Savio and even Dokukra no from the right side. So to me, Florian Wirtz, the scanner educator this team, it tells you, I mean, how impactful these players will be for their teams the following season. So listen, now let's check out Florian Wirtz. He's a key player for Liverpool and also a key player for team and the German national team. But Rancheki, he will be who not check. But now I feel I say I'm on fire behind the Abanso. He won the young player over the Europa League. He's a player. I believe that that potential. He's very skillful. He's very good. He can create chances. He's how I option the ball. So Obos Adam Matero na tight spaces. Obet my partnership. And also a creative. But now he has to now adapt to the pace of the Premier League. He has to now adapt to the pace of the Premier League. Now, Florian Wirtz, me Liverpool for rush a timeline so they other sports blogs. There's been a lot of conversations surrounding Abranta and pressure because they are and Chelsea motitis kakoto players in the program. Georgian Klopp your coach. Ebe Kasati at teams liter. Or so ebe China no sabe patch. Now Liverpool have spent over 150 million for Florian Wirtz coming to the Premier League. He has to adapt to the pace and physicality of the Premier League. And aside that, my name found oh Kopama no but see. So out here Chelsea for training kit omo reveal and annual day. I think that was yesterday. Omo the Kopama, Romeo Lavia and George Tariq George and the behind the scenes they asked that why they beat me are running for marathon in the Chelsea team. They all said Kopama. And that is the reason why if Nicholas Jackson were Chelsea press I almost started from Kopama. Because this is a player who born under Pep Guardiola Manchester City. So he's prone to pressing football. So at least I think that when Florian Wirtz or Orban, there will be so much pressure on him.
Okay.
But Rancheki, pressure behind that so. He's coming to play. He's not going to be a starter in the team. I don't see any way Guardiola will start Rancheki ahead of Bernardo Silva. Maybe at the right side, he can start ahead of Savio. No doubt about that. But this player the kind of wings are how Obon the ball. In the Premier League, if you are not direct, now you're a winger, you are going to suffer. So the moment
don't you think Man City want to replicate what Chelsea is doing?
Oh yeah, it's
because you're almost signings now.
Yes.
Look at their signings. Tijani Randes. Obviously, what Enzo Fernandez is giving to Chelsea is what Tijani is coming to give us. Romeo Lavia, if he is fit, what he gives to Chelsea is what Rodri gives to Man City.
Yeah.
Now, when it comes to that number 10, that giving that silky passes like we've seen Kopama do. Yes, Kevin De Bruyne a game no as a number 8, but he our eye to control and pass near there. But Kopama was something different, and that is what Aaron check what I said. So, I think we are going to see a Man City side that is going to operate like Chelsea.
Yeah, but you see, I won't say when Chelsea started this project, Pikachu say Pep Guardiola buy it was the same thing. Also, but a lot of young and exciting players at that time. And at Chelsea, and then Liverpool motor Van Dijk come at high. See that wages some players on perform. John Stones, and that time John Stones by Chelsea. Kofano, Ruben Diaz, Emerick Laporte, Kyle Walker from Tottenham Hotspur. They did the rebuilding. Since Benjamin Mendy called prison or free by City have not bought a typical left.
Yeah, but today they bought a left back.
In Tubakaya, the last time Guardiola is standing the contract. So Beckham Bekachi was say Guardiola Nanka or I say 10 years in this one Kobeko. But what they are doing is Guardiola won't stay City for the next 5 years. So why are the contract option 1+1 with an option for another 1 year? And Betakachi was say the City plan is they want Pep Guardiola to start the rebuilding, and Guardiola will appoint a coach. Sunday, in Cafegas in Free United, Uncle David Moyes buying. They want that smooth transition, and any who say, Jurgen Klopp AEB in the shortest possible time. Ama iron slot buying. The next first season iron slot buying because Slot, to be very honest, he's a very good coach. But I'm not saying he's players number 2. Uyi McAllister and Gravenberch was with Klopp. Time I saw about Klopp, I know never more. None of buy one shine signings be all the players on board managing players are no more under Klopp. And the difference between Klopp and Iron Slot in there's a Klopp, because he's a German and that changing person about this year they didn't do that changing person, but they played a high intensity game, high pressing game with more a little bit of possession. And that was the difference maker for Manchester for Liverpool this season. But I'll check it City team now. Chelsea they have started the rebuilding because last season, January they started the rebuilding in the winter transfer window. Kofa cushion of buy one of the highly rated centre backs in Europe. Kofa buy. They know that John Stones more intimate now. Also now money man can Nico Gonzalez. Gonzalez will fit in when Rodrigo is not there. And right now Rodrigo will do 30 years. Is it not like 27 or 28?
Yeah, Rodrigo
can still play 2 to 3 years.
Yeah.
So he's the main one of the leaders in the team. Amam is another leader in the Kevin De Bruyne. In the previous seasons, last season like this, De Bruyne missed a lot of games through injury. And they've brought in another player who won the best midfielder in the Serie A. And you see, Tijani Randes, I don't see any way that player will struggle in the Premier League. Or not your star players now, and you're doing football. He can run tight spaces or you cool. So in his style of play, running into the box, carrying the ball, he will complement Rodri so much more that maybe they won't even miss Kevin. They will miss the creativity of Kevin De Bruyne. But they have another player coming into the system with a different role. Akwa so say David Silva or maybe Bernardo Silva by different players, but whatever the coach wants to do. So who check City? Me catch you say the kind of players that City con. I ignore it or your Premier League proving. Me there be a because as Aquano or you one of the left backs now. They are naturally gifted on the ball. So that possessive footballer coach one, they have their number 8 who is going to complement Rodri. The number 10 role, maybe who is still now Bernardo Silva will still be playing, but I'll be change with and see a try to bet him quite a few folding about that role.
Yeah.
So whatever signings coach now used to a very good signing, the right wing or no. Someone said Grealish, you don't have to be surprised because Obama Mush actually and say last season time Obama shares our goals, so not a full season he will give you 20 goals, 20 assists, and even if only Haaland he will play as a number 10. Into what you see here, at least the rebuild, you know, Pep Guardiola started. So team starting on their season, I know remaining players from by a befamo more. Coach now Obeba na ya set pass na ide. I can't just one piece out of the bed. Would be sure they complete pass.
Okay.
So to me, I think that Ranchek in the Florian Vietnam there are two players, Baku were more experienced, Baku so and then the price tag get the top Mokrampono clearly describe these two players. But Florian Vietnam pressure never bans, especially the English media. Maybe he might not be a Chelsea player. Maybe he might not be a Manchester United player. So the kind of pressure, because they who City buying a lot of players. They who Liverpool buying a lot of players with huge money. But the kind of pressure who be bought Chelsea and Akubo United about and if it doesn't happen like that, this player who the German football scouter, he's a player they rate him very high. And this player, so Bano Ebefamana on the 3 years crowd Liverpool. It's either you move to Madrid or you move to Bayern Munich. He's a player that the German national team are more regarding is so high that the talent no one very good. So to me, I think that in the expectations in there, I'm not expecting Rancheki to hit the ground running now. Even that 36 million now, I'm not going to find a he's a player. They are coming to groom him. If Bernardo Silva, I take you over. So to me, I don't see him as a starter at the Man City setup. But the only player who is coming to start right from the ground, Florian Wirtz, and on 150 million, the most expensive player in the history of the Premier League.
So if Ryan Cherky, which I think say he will start our Man City team, no, Sena Walker say, obey you know. Or mobile Tom was no more integrating, and I think that he's going to start because Man City went in for a year favoring a year way. Then they realized that the transfer fee, maybe the regional one. Then quickly they needed to change a year or more plans, and they had a cheaper option who can basically give you that creativity that you need. So I think that Bernardo Silva can take the left and also the right wing. Doku will take the left. The Omar Mamouche can lead I'm talking about how I see City building a team like how Chelsea plays.
Yes, and
getting a mobile player to lead the attack. Over reliance on Haaland is something they want to reduce. What I say, and if you want to reduce the over reliance of where Omama Mush no hadn't been born to number boy as force 9, Senior Nicolas Jackson here the air, so more job to say, also Rancheki Benya ever have a better season than and now also 2 players. I
think that Florian Wirtz with the kind of pressure, I don't see say he will have a better season. I think that with the price tag, I'm expecting him to put more numbers than Rancheki.
To who expected to no have a better season than
yes.
Okay.
Because of,
now Kopama will have a players I will be able to make it on my comparison.
Kopama answer Odegaard they can't. Odegaard.
And so Odegaard went to me Kopama. So it's our 2 players way. And a bit much. So next season the debate will be Odegaard, Kopama, Florian Wirtz, and Bruno Fernandes cannot be in that conversation. And we are talking about the typical number 10.
That's a Bruno number 10, man.
Or no, Man United by almost about 2 holding. Or no,
but he above the number 10 rule more than
preferred rule number 10.
And not only the will have to give you Obama goes near that. And the Omicron system.
And I'll say the young lads, the young players.
No, I feel said the system that Bruno operating. It will be very difficult to do the analysis because he's on the 3 back. You are always playing on a transition. So being a number 10, it will be always very difficult for us to assess you in terms of goals ni assist.
Yeah.
What I say compared to Kopama and Ryan Checking and Florian. So let you share the Club World Cup.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now you need to make sure say you dey chief obi room.
Okay.
Na you dey a long bet na dey among when there.
All right.
Antino yen hwe na fe. Ye be bobo so wi na the code ni nyina akwa kogu Telegram account no. Nti yen hwe squad no. Our European teams no there but they presenting a good squad, and where would they finish?
Okay, until least to say start and say FIFA Club World Cup near tournament we are now in Kofobe Bre kwa bonte now be so be because na criteria ne cry then on the selected teams because I didn't na team A, team B, team C mu nim nti name person me man Kofo te ase on criteria so mu use here identity and who teams ni be FIFA Club World Cup and identity teams ni be so nya chance etimi di we that particular competition nti so hwa na FIFA na doing say o move from that yearly tournament no mo bono ye name himself for the past years some started this FIFA Club World Cup mostly in European clubs ni pomo join from semi-finals amo maka sheshe omo ho ma competition ni nya the exposure ma team bi o free Africa why not doing so person the likes of Barcelona, Chelsea, Real Madrid mo bono mu nya sa chance this will me win more the semi-final and it may win more the final and so Okoko share the big clubs in FIFA Energy said they will move to a 32 like the World Cup format now for the meet me aboa amanyama koye. So the selection is based on the last 4 years. Teams are on performance was show in the European competitions or in any federations competition. In TNA federations ni bi wo ha nyame bo mo munya 12 slots, that is Europe. Omu timi nya 12 slots. South America etimi nya 6. And the lowest federations na aka no ebi munya 111. Africa etimi nya 4. To meaning say ranking federations no and omo de year no omo de to 20. So omu ra Europe and omu ra England we nim say English teams e wo mu ye 2. And Chelsea and Man City na representing. There are other teams or more Europe or more so etimi rim. Based on the last 4 Champions League winners no any etimi rim 1. Secondly, you can't we are friends saying UEFA for coefficient those on performance was true, especially in the Champions League. Dortmund in the Champions League wako final 2 times. Banyami intima mbwana mane intimi anje owomu. Inter Milan wako finals in the last 2 years. Inyame intimi anko yi onu so eden wo Atletico omu put up the good performance but na me no so no omu intimi nji competition no metimi ewem ti ene so hu Atletico hu Dortmund hu Inter Milan hu Paris Saint-Germain wo mane nya won ase bia omu nji bi da identity no mo is based on their performance or madanedi in the European competition or metimi ewem enim say Africa the last 4 winners in etimi ewem ene enim say pyramid na age the recent one into the next FIFA Club World Cup on Bebono and also be taking another 4 years to say World Cup now. Then the teams on be perform here no you group or mark see that particular way into any so club into me FIFA Club World Cup no ma bompire say beat me European final in the next 4 years and also beat me age the Champions League and the Federation the tournament no etimi I den ewem tie na me no so no e na FIFA Club World Cup na ban tie nim say ene nkofo bebre hu say na boss no Asia enya 5. Okay. Africa enya 4. Okay. You can't North America,
so
South
Africa na ehwa mu ni
Africa for no mu we mu.
Wak. Mamelodi Sundowns.
Ali. And Esperance.
Okay.
No me 4 mutimi ewe mu.
Kotoko ne has nkan.
Debi.
Okay.
Performance ni nko ni. I think
in the 2000 Kotoko timije FA Cup nyame adma Saturday. No Kobo Africa no yin Kobo Champions League. I mean they will get the nod in the next 4 years.
My teams
so mutimi kwaje ansa.
My teams na age atum sisi ano. So opese Kobo bi na otimi nya se iska kese da ho dia. Ese otimi bo homode nti kene kakotoko ne hash we ma FIFA Club World Cup participation fee nkwa na almost 200 million.
Kopa ne Madrid Kampoku.
Yes, bed the year pa but I think Yempa Ibu na said the next tournament ebe koso no. Ghana teams betimi abo homode no mu bi etimi remti ye hwe America na said side ho na e ho no so mo the 4 and a buy but because they are hosting into omunya another extra slot and Inter Miami the way nti who said there is a lot of conversation say Inter Miami ko fa hin ko we it was based on Inter Miami qualification no based on say they qualified as the best team in their league.
Okay.
And they did into those who won trophy, one share. But on a regular season, and the performance was true because they are members or more FA Cup and come on Bebono. In Bebono, I'd say ending of the season. But that time, FA Club World Cup, Nico Koso. Into a noon to your mutimi room. You say club B, to say who's a Los Angeles, say to me room. I didn't know to room. There was a team from Mexico. No, who a club, now owners, and a club no under one ownership. Two clubs were under one ownership. Yem Penema Mumbo. Into ABR. In the next World Cup,
Pachuca for
yes. In the next FIFA Club World Cup, remember say bia Crystal Palace, any Lyon, Ekwa ba could be free. Chelsea, any Strasbourg, Ekwa ba could be free. So I know we know. Into a nuntina Los Angeles for it me nya kwine play of some boy or musu nya kwine ream. Into FIFA Club World Cup in the Nyami nim Ukraine. With teams no ebe boom. You himself across South Africa, the likes of Mamelodi Sundowns. PR ni nyamo mo ya about the FIFA Club World Cup in this tour and that fame. My dream say quite be so no. They wouldn't get the chance to play with these big teams. It is when you quite any or more bar, and so to me born home day. It me nyata exposure and then any scout ebeko or player bia and the right we obey me afaso a day at home. Inti yebeshe maybe teams no squad or more the core na fidi I heard say na nyamako. Inti with squad wise Chelsea squad or the core, you say, who send be brave and aba. With Chelsea squad, you Mamira squad, num kakra, Emma Ashefo. Inti Robert Sanchez, goalkeepers at Chelsea, the core, A4.
Okay.
By any name himself, come a course, so it's a Petrovic, I didn't know him, ye na a counter. But I think Petrovic now, no information aba. And yet from a Chelsea official way by from a Chelsea representative and name so Chelsea for dim come say Petrovic kono nim ni na more of or no and a club na tia say or person join ne next move especially as onya that assurance say oba Chelsea number 1 nti ene eso odwen no tutu nyama ye nti Petrovic entimi anko nti yehu Mike Pendes or no call alone the performance with me remain on the share number 39 shirt Emma Chelsea.
Okay.
Emma ewo ho. Chelsea defense now I think the only player otimi remu sir. That's the new signing on Moon's way team afa apart from Onuma Kukurela Tosin Mo Badle Share Levi Cole Rhys James a champion mu na timi remu. Eni nim say Renato Vega the loan spell na ba na wie in case otimi remu and the loan spell in Kebeba na wie that is the 30th of June. But Chelsea compensation register no bet me register but as of now information e cost no say Chelsea ayo madwin say o loan na e be dey say obetimi ria because omuhu the FIFA Club World Cup still as last season's competition. Nti players ba ku mienu bi pe no omu dey iden omu dey rem ye ba mfinfin ho a Dairo Nsowo etimi rem sisi oba beji the number 14 shirt eni na Joao Felix na ehye eni oba beji sa number shirt na chese Joao Felix enso etimi rem eni nkomo okoko so say bi akwan bi aso no Benfica so mbetimi atona and Andre Santos. I think Chelsea fan be any beji seeing Andre Santos back into this team and also say FIFA Club World Cup be a good preseason a man as a player obetimi abon homodin. Then ye name said the likes of Leslie Okechukwu name to me and Baba those who call loan they will be returning but Andre Santos into it me room and in the striking role Dilap it me room with a number 9 shirt any Kopama and was signing number o metimi room Christopher Nkunku now nti enei ye be here Enzo Maresca brand here no would they take this competition serious and go on to win it and now some be o madwin so omo the year preseason and they heard the likes of Dilap Christopher Nkunku mo be hwe omo biom and the likes of Andre Santos mo ye be hwe senior season no ebetimi and FIFA Club World Cup ne be den ebeko Mamira that is one other way na I think Vincent so ahwe they can Manchester City.
Okay.
Yes. Manchester City team no. Ohwe Manchester City team na o de mamihwe Dortmund de no na face enter Manchester. With ohwe Dortmund team na no bi ahwe say Joe Bellingham kwan bia so betimi wira team no man ontimi remenei oka squad no mo de ko FIFA Club World Cup but the number no share number 77 enenei o share e de akọ FIFA Club World Cup no omunzu kuta some exciting players we'll be seeing them. I think Pascal Gross in the Premier League, but this season we that chance ain't me boy because of injuries. But player in their midfield, I hear a lot of question marks. Chuku Emeka of Chelsea. Ye need him say na loan and na no. Na 30th of June and a loan be expire. Until he said Dortmund 80 million in the FIFA Club World Cup next round. Omuti million in the FIFA Club World Cup next round. One year lucky. A bet to say it's either say there is something going on behind that obi enim. Say be a Chelsea my doing so more tournament Dortmund straightforward and unti no ma allow amanate Miriam but Joe Bellingham and opeso odini nuano ni nuani lane no make sure say no so the Real Madrid the Barcelona and the big teams no betimi enye bia boy and ni din ewom another player there've been a lot of concerns or a lot of rumors about him and Jimmy Gittins and they know be a Hesen ka Chelsea squad e beba no ke bia ni din be wom bi be nei ni din ntimi ambe mu enei Dortmund for squad or modi akọ the number 43 or share abo ama Dortmund you who say recent there be rumors say do baby the last day of the transfer that was on 10th of June and who so ntimi nko Chelsea ni bufu imane etwi ni car free training ground e koja o be nei ye reso obetimi a put up a good performance in the FIFA Club World Cup I think it will be a good platform for him to let Chelsea know say that sika keto na aka ho eso omo de soso no omonfa embeso so emma Dortmund I think it will be a good competition in Saudi ha and our FIFA Club World Cup details FIFA Club World Cup odds any BB de be ma obetim dia face call my MYBET.AFRICA ne ha and obetim afa wo
okay yeah yen share other squad no so
yen share other squad I think that we check the FIFA Club World Cup before member squad this too there's going to be a new rules are performed, especially concerning offside. Over Kaya last season, Nottingham Forest, Tawon Awoyeni, Bobia or deep preka koya sabo in offside, and the Fukobo poye they also koye abdominal surgery. And I'm so sad. And if FIFA say because of that injury, they won't let any Bobia offside be a so there's going to be a semi-automated offside. I don't know. I say almost this season. You used to know Premier League, you used to know Champions League. But this one, 10 seconds. Pa referee no. On the way goal line technology in city.
Deep you know.
A bit more alert. Until a offside with 10 centimeter offside, like maybe a wide offside. Depending on say blue or hard, very critical. Say refereeing hands was. But if offside, the player more than 10 centimeter offside, a touchy ball now, they will automatic na linesman any refereeing na there will be an alert on me pigeon in temenya fina ya be ma player na kwa kontenu so friend SAO need the semi friends automated offside machine so by then e buy na referee on check na che say aba another development e be buy in there we no see referee's body cam. Okay. Anyone who say omu year piece na referees no mhihya boss referee nsa abo nsa ba kwa boss ba ko nsa machines no de ehye na so no omu de camera be bo ba ko ntene if you bo referee ba near feed na if referee no ni body cam they will show it to the fans almost the moment bi anya bi ahwe
okay
and then is that semi automated signal na so ba o me anya bi ahwe but sometimes e bi wo be delay because I mean broadcast for the big delay. And bisu ha say player be a na very serious and as DBS that they believe that public no one they won't show that. Intene and we a referee a goalkeeper. Untimi nche ball more than 8 seconds.
Okay.
Intene referee calling and say referees no should be confident about offside calls. Who some say offside na adini BPA. Jibon offside. Now 8-second countdown for goalkeepers to release ball. Into your goalkeeper. Ochi ball 3 seconds by both referee na pigeon inside. No start take kind 1 2 3 4 5 you be jeff
foul.
Yes.
Okay.
You be mark card. Then we a goalkeeper. Won't mean chip ball more than 8 seconds. And another one so you say VAR pictures no you be show to fans in your real time. Especially on most stadium. They will see VAR pictures in real time. Concrete Safina, yeah, baby, fair referee, Sanya Manema, no, any Sanya Mani. So, list to these are some
the
of
new rules.
The new rules
are. Okay.
I mean, yeah, the baba, the FIFA Club World Cup. The squad, Manchester City squad, no here, but nearly free Chelsea no. In term pass one and they, or me say, or more appointed opinion, and my aware say the player is going to join them for the FIFA Club World Cup. Until I watch check goalkeepers now, Ederson, Ortega Moreno, Eddie Marcos Bertolini. I mean, Bertolini or free Chelsea squad. They already had him, but he was the leader for the Chelsea team, you know. And another players because some more yet. You drink up party, link up beer, or beer, or set up Sani man. Luis Diaz, John Stones, Nathan Ake, Ait Nouri, Reis, Vardion, Akanji, Kushanov, and Lewis Skelly. And the one I clear say Kushanov will start the season as a right back. Kushanov will start the season as a right back. And then you know, just called Vardiol with the introduction of Abranta the Ait Nouri. Josko Vardiol will go to his preferred position as the center back.
Okay.
So we might see Luis Diaz, Josko Vardiol, center pairing at the back, with Aït-Nouri playing as a right back and Abranta and Eddie Kushanov. So who say any one of the players who do inverted that? So I season na John Stones be in the season or Bob ni epa na John Stones or a midfielder or a defender, but when obey time inversion no koka Rodri home. Vardiol can do that. Aït-Nouri can also do that inversion from the left side of the defense. He's a player who can do that. So Aït-Nouri, Madika said, going to Manchester City, no, there's going to be a lot of improvement.
Okay.
On Air Branton in position. So in terms of defense, Rico Lewis, any race morning na players are media. Nathan Ake, so a player also beat my bro from the left, center back, now to midfield. Rodrigo and now Rodri. This FIFA Club World Cup will be crucial to that guy. Because listen, this is a player may say almost 6 months of the season. He's going to be our best statistics, on a very high note for Manchester City. So with Rodri, listo, idea our best statistics in the preseason over 5 years. So Rodri will start. Tijani Reinders. This is where they will try and see if Tijani Reinders and Rodri partnership never far. Then Bernardo Silva is there. They have Nico Gonzalez. They have Ike Gundogan. They have Sa Echeverri, Sa Brazil, Argentina,
Yeah, I think so. Now.
Say yesterday season, no do no but Dana Matena. Don't be surprised.
No, he's moving to Lyon loan
to replace
Rancheki, yes.
And Foden, Oscar Bob, any O'Reilly. Who player you mo? Player ya nanka Chelsea for.
O'Reilly no.
That be Bakubi Makati.
No, I say one for Makati.
One for nanka. Oh no, so yeah. 24 it's near 2.
Yes, and Obama Mush and Erling Haaland. So with City squad listo, I hear clear say on the FIFA Club World Cup 25-man squad, and now they coin that 25-man squad. No, the side transfer special one or maybe you can do, but I mean with this City team, the only player me who say I don't see if City will make any signings because now I clear say Pep Guardiola wanted to make signings. The signings to the sign is not bad enough. Person form called the FIFA Club World Cup. Now, Bayern Munich squad no. O check here. I clear say Coach Vincent Kompany in the future na aba baby be whether he's going to stay or he's not going to stay. But I clear say on the call the FIFA Club World Cup. Man no ya if he's fit, trust me, he's going to play. And then that Opemekano any Kim Min-jae, Amayan was there. They are the center pairing for these two teams. And then Sasha Boy, if he's fit, the right back position on the ball. And then the name say Manfa we uncle Alfonso Davis on your fit. Manfa Davis uncle. But in see check your team now. It's going to be the usual names now. It's going to be the usual names: Harry Kane, Abranton Liam, Laima Mo, Kimmich, Thomas Muller. I think it's going to be his last game for and
I think after the
FIFA Club World Cup
he will leave.
So they will integrate him more. Joao Pahinha they move to Bayern Munich, and it wasn't one they were expecting. Leroy Sané were free while on because Galatasaray. So I think that almost squad so a squad that they are capable of winning the FIFA Club World Cup. I think the money man share City or share Dortmund there, no, or share Dortmund then, and I think Madrid they've tried as much as possible. Say any Ombefa Abranton there the Trent Alexander-Arnold, and I mean I'm not surprised that Arnold unveiling now all can Spanish because the way if I follow Arnold to Madrid do now it was done in the winter transfer window. Fabrizio Becca but I don't know what say on the Madrid I agree and you had the best send the contract to Liverpool. The boy was going to go. So if you have 6 months as a player, as an agency, when you say player no, any man I agree 6 months time and a half a year Oboko Obeko team and Real Madrid, you know, say definitely the boy will move. So that 6 months, Obe team the natural a year. We so a friends in training. Obe team the natural training. So I'll be on this that 6 months. Me, I'm not surprised that Abranton he was prepared for the move. Everything. If you share any promo now, Yembo sees new year or more release year. Everything shows that he was prepared for the move. So me, I'm not speaking Spanish. No, wasn't something that made a surprise. And Lunin. Courtois, I think that Courtois is going to start in this. Dani Carvajal, he's back running. Adam Militao, Alaba, Trent, Lucas Vazquez, Frank Garcia, Rudiger, Ferland Mendy, Dean Huijsen, Youssef, Jacobo, Asensio. For we must start from Youssef, ne Jacobo, Mohamed Nkran.
Okay.
They might not get the nod, but in midfield, Bellingham, Camavinga, Valverde, Luka Modric, Aurelien Tchouameni, Ada Goulet, Dani Ceballos, Chima. Any Mario Martins and Kra, they might not get the nod that be among key players for Team and the Madrid for next season. But then Vinicius Junior, Kylian Mbappe, Rodrigo, Andrique, Brahim Diaz, Gonzalo, and Victor Munez Musu other players. But you see, in terms of midfield and in defense, I'm expecting Abranton a year Trent to start. Rudiger, I don't know because of the injury situation, but Adam Militao are retaining, so they might get minutes. I'll meet him that side. Militao. I think that I don't know if Militao a fitter. Only Rudiger Bechabo, Sana Mihuno. Dean Huijsen the Spain #1 starter, and he's going to start in the France Real Madrid national team, Real Madrid team. No. Okay. So Dean Huijsen there will be a starter, and they're still now they don't have any right back, any left back here. So still Ferland Mendy is still going to play, but now we do not know. Say Xabi Alonso will play a 4-back system. And about a 3-back system. If a 3-back system, he can still play that 3-back system and play Ferland Mendy as one of the central defenders and as the left wing back position of the. So with Madrid squad there's no surprises. Luka Modric about this tournament you are into there are some players at least Akwakwe say they are going to move. Oma announce it, but they are playing. So if Chelsea.
So Madrid included.
Yeah, Modric is part of it.
Okay.
Modric say if Chelsea are deciding say they won't include players or Moko alone, and they believe that it's still part of last season a year. There's no doubt about that. But there's questions for Chelsea. You have Dario Usungo in there. You have Andre Santos in there. And apart from Andre Santos,
I'm sure we'll make an exception pen the amount no pendes.
Then I make us say, I mean, excuse no.
Usher with Petrovic now, maybe they were looking at including him. But maybe the players agent in Super Mamutia say
on conquer number 1. On conquer it appears on conquer number 1.
Club
yeah.
Yes.
So at least I think that with the squad no very okay for me. Teams in there, most of them are going to start the season. And people shouldn't say that the FIFA Club World Cup class no funny serious. They are going to take it serious. In as much as pre-tournament to the following season, they are going to take it serious. And let's not forget that teams now are on board the FIFA Club World Cup. After this season, they will have a short break and some start. So more pre-season almost starting so early, more than any other team. So to me, I think that it's going to be an interesting. Before about transfer, so means Kwadwo de list to fly and better so amia. Any Oba MYBET Sports Arena.
Yeah.
You will Rancheki. And you will the lap.
Yeah.
Then minim DJ Slim so on Lukaku. and listo no enim say o check here or see a friend no ni nti enim say listo ebebo from the wings ana obebo as a striker say listo be striker na say DJ Slim at na bench
same
says listo also a striker DJ Slim so no need look up soccer band look up
two top
you interchange
and one thing is and no ajo frame I don't say ajo the All-Star Festival na this year yeah Accra.
Okay.
In Accra na yeah no. First edition yeah Accra, second edition you call Brunga Afus, and the last edition Tamale. This season Yaba Accra.
Yeah.
And there's something special about this season. Then say there's going to be 2 curtain raiser matches.
Yeah.
Okay. And there's this rivalry, this banter between Legon and UPSC. And where ye host the tournament in this season, there are about 6 to 7 universities.
Okay.
Ubenya Gimpa, Ubenya Unimark, that is Unimark GIG. Yeah. Ubenya School of Unimark IL, that is Institute of Languages. Ubenya Natford, Ubenya UPSA. There are lots of schools around. Internet that rivalry between UPSA and Legon. Yebabe decided that rivalry was say. And then entertainment stars, no any GH media bebo. And then they report every Kumasi Bancha say. Akabeneza and the boys no. Omu promo aye ready. Nyame admo cham. The mama virus one that so. Comfort colleague. Opoku Bilson. Akabeneza. Shefu. 3940. And all the DKB Mon, Frank Nero.
Yeah.
John Dumelo. A lot of entertainment stars. Clara. Tic Tac. Amrado. A lot of them are coming to play against GH Media. And the GH Media team, you know, Sadiq Adams. Friend to Gary Smith, any all these stars list to omo, a fear press mo, they will form one team and they will play against the entertainment stars. Into a honor, a honor ain't easy. Do when you college musu, when you Twilight when other digital media, new media guys, and also joining with the traditional media, and also will be another exciting game. And after that game, no, and the stars, no, players, no, international stars. And the Ivory Coast player Bako, Odion Kusunu, or a Bailey Bakusi player, but he's playing on loan for Atlanta. Okay. So currently he's an Atlanta player. Or don't be for the Southern Sector Stars. No, Ubenya Afinajan, Ubenya Osman Sulemana, Nicolas Opoku, and then Ubenya a lot of players playing for the Southern Sector Stars. And you see, there will be another super clash in the All Stars. Benjamin Asai has a full goalkeeper, Obedama the Southern Sector, Kwame Poku. And so be a striker. So House of Folk goalkeeper against a Kotoko striker. And then also be another exciting game. Just after Jamo, all the stars will come. And there will be another surprise. Me say the hottest musician in Ghana right now. No what football background. If Nkawanya musician and Kobebo ball, he will play with the stars. That's God Lloyd. Onimbo Papa.
I said we are tips.
Oh yes, he will also come and play with the stars. So these are some of the things that will be, fun, entertainment. This young Sansan is going to be more than football.
Okay. A festival, sentient festival, and festival be behind them. It will be. Mama share a games, no, because me say I was say the long bet for the Okoma bet platform. No, say I mean say me ma generate me code there be behind. Games, you know. Me ma select 13 matches throughout the group first round of games, you know. It's my mama me dear na me we are memfa me code ni yeden emfa mra. Enti wo hwe Ali ene Inter Miami a me hu ni say over 2.5. Yeah. Ali in Inter Miami over 2.5. Ali will score goal. Ali will score. Inter Miami will score. Match no. Paris Saint-Germain any at Atletico Madrid everbo. Paris Saint-Germain home win or draw. Me who ni say Paris Saint-Germain Atletico Madrid no. Paris Saint-Germain say na omo form no. They will carry on with their form. No manya a win or draw. Palmeiras any Porto me call over 1.5. Me who is a ball no goose bedding ebeba. Botafogo any Seattle Sanders. Na me will arreshemo de ma Botafogo because no more correct squad pa. Yeah. But what ton players ni na. Oma tomu players no mo de J. Unzo mo no mo de J Copa Libertadores.
Yeah.
And almost a J the Brazilian league no. Na me show mo pa nyezi mo kura correct squad but oma tom players me ayi kura ko tom yensa album. Nottingham Forest akoto omu 3 players. Nti oma signing Inter Milan striker Korea. Argentina ni no. Anya de wa Atletico Madrid no. De wa Lucho Korea so Kucho Korea. Oma fani ti meko goals sa game no. Chelsea ene Los Angeles FC. Chelsea straight win. And I'll bet Marco Chelsea to score 2 goals. Boca Juniors ene Benfica Lisbon. Boca Juniors ene Benfica Lisbon. Over 1.5 sa game no. Flamengo ene Esperance Sportive de Tunis. Who is a Flamengo team omu kra no. Enye easy. Team call Flamengo straight win. Fluminense ene Borussia Dortmund. Fluminense ene Borussia Dortmund. Fluminense su class squad pa yebehu senior defender Thiago Silva. Team call over 1.5 sa game no. River Plate ene Orowa Red Diamonds. River Plate me call over 1.5. And now River Plate to win that game. River Plate for team na solid rough. On be share Japan for no. CF Montreal any Inter Milan. CF Montreal any Inter Milan. Me call Inter Milan straight win. Inter Milan straight win. Real Madrid any Al Hilal Rejad. Real Madrid to score 2 and I say Real Madrid to win. And FC Pachuca. FC Pachuca. Any FC Salzburg. FC Pachuca. Any FC Salzburg. Over 1.5. Sa game. And any Juventus. Juventus away win. Nina odd no 28.7 odd. To all the 40 gusu krana. Oko kra. All the guswa oko kra. Nti me code no. Me code no me code na. Yanko then ade code ni ye nya wotre HPYY. Me code ni ye HPYY nti no yes me de ne link ni nyina no ebe to na afi bibia so no atumi akoyi. Yes, into media.
Media. So Inter Miami game on Bebo, that is the curtain raiser for the FIFA Club World Cup. May share over 2.5. Bayern Munich over 2.5. Paris Saint-Germain Atletico, Ebenya first European fixture. May call for Paris Saint-Germain straight winner. Porto, any Palmeiras 1.5. Chelsea, any Los Angeles, Chelsea win. Botafogo, the Boca Juniors, any Benfica game no 1.5. And a Dortmund straight win. Mamelodi Sundowns may con win or draw ever game win. Inter Milan straight win. Manchester City any Wydad over 2.5. Real Madrid straight win. When a Juventus against LAN and no may call for Juventus straight win. 43 odds ewa code no SPYY MYBET.AFRICA.
Yes, okay. Me selection no we first round matches no from all the group stage team bia what first game and then they select it. Al any Inter Miami Messi mo team no double chance for Inter Miami and over 1.5 goals in that game. I don't need a belt builder option. Another one so Boca Juniors any Benfica game no a double chance for Benfica and any over 1.5 goals. And also another belt builder option in that game. Paris Saint-Germain and Atletico Madrid game. PSG. They want to win the FIFA Club World Cup. Dembele Benya Ballon d'Or. A straight win for PSG. Palmeiras and FC Porto. Some of the Chelsea fans you were interested in that game because you compare Estavio William and over 1.5 goals in that game. Botafogo and Seattle Sounders game over 1.5 goals in that game. Chelsea and the Los Angeles Football Club straight win for Chelsea. Flamingo any Esperance de Tunis, straight win for Flamingo. Fluminense any Borussia Dortmund, that game over 2.5 goals in that game. River Plate any Uwara Red Diamonds, straight win for River Plate. Ulsan Hyundai any Mamelodi Sundowns game over 1.5 goals in that game. Montreal any Inter Milan game straight win for Inter Milan. And then a Manchester City Wydad AC of Tunisia game straight win for Manchester City. Real Madrid and Al Hilal, another interesting game, straight win for Real Madrid. Pachuca and FC Salzburg game and also over 1.5 goals in that game, over 1.5 goals in Pachuca RB Leipzig FC Salzburg game and then Al Ain and Juventus. Al Ain, former Asmoja team, Omoni Juventus, a straight win for Juventus. Us, 130 plus us. That is the first round matches of the games, 130 plus us. Code, WPYY. WPYY. Yes.
Yeah, share we no round of games for the Club World Cup. The exciting games you are looking up to. Yes,
I think with FIFA Club World Cup, there are a lot of exciting games. I didn't make us and said there are some of the teams are so maybe they are not exciting, but to them and also the clubs playing, they are big games for them, especially from the continent or free Eba. In TNM said there will be some fixtures are Ebekoso. Memphis is a Paris Saint-Germain Atletico Madrid will be one good game. We are going to see a good team in Paris Saint-Germain winning the Champions League against one of the teams. Eba say yembo defensive game and from close team in Atletico. So it will be one fixture. I think will be a game because to see what to come out for it. Every Chelsea fan be answer heard that first game between Chelsea and Los Angeles, because of the likes of Memphis saying Songo Musombenya start and Dilap Obetimia started ahead of Nicolas Jackson and Kopama also getting that number 10 shirt, will be something to be an exciting game for some of the teams. Oshe the likes of Mamelodi Sundowns, group Quine Bia so Betimia Dortmund in the first round. That would be also one exciting game. I think everybody in South Africa, everybody in the African continent, person share the way are the yellow side of Africa against the yellow side of Europe.
I'm looking at the first round of games. Yes, the exciting ones you are looking up to.
Yes, so I think Juventus there now we bought Chelsea there no. Then one game so I'll be excited to see. That is the likes of my main share, that is the Chelsea Paris Saint-Germain into game and a Palmeiras and a Porto. These are two teams that they have good cultures, especially when it comes to various countries or free airborne. So I think it will be one good fixture. And with Fluminense any Dortmund game, so it will be one exciting game. Now my share Inter Milan with a new coach, with a new setup formation, so I think exciting games there. The FIFA Club World Cup tournament now is exciting. We are watching it from the aspect which means a tournament be a you bet me discuss MYBET.AFRICA.
Okay.
Listo, I think that there's going to be an interesting games, but for me, my attention, one as a Chelsea fan, I will be focusing more on Chelsea game. But I mean, there are other games at least as a Chelsea fan also a team that don't think I say what do I dream in a call the teams, but in fact that early any Inter Miami game should be an interesting game to watch. The opening game for the FIFA Club World Cup, so the attention and everything will be. And I see Ali Fon, they've been African champions for a while now, and playing against Inter Miami, a team that has Messi, Jordi Alba, Busquets, and Luis Suarez, should be a game. And I think that especially the Americans, host to America, and there are a lot of the Americans will be supporting Inter Miami, and we the Africans, some of us will be rooting for Ali, because you see the kind of project any investment at Ali for year African is the same as, I mean, this Ali ultimate player free the English Premier League $2 million. So the kind of investment at Ali for Africa, they deserve the attention and they deserve to be recognized. So we, some of us will be rooting for Air Ali to also win that game. So it's going to be an interesting game. Bayern Munich Oakland game, no, it's not a game that will yield any attention. PSG Atletico Madrid, another huge encounter. I think that PSG and Atletico, did they play in the Champions League? No, I think Madrid and Atletico won the boy. Yeah. It's going to be another interesting game. But with the PSG for the kind of form or more, and them wanting to win the club world can be a trophy beer or participating in this season. No? Imagine it's going to be very huge. So I think that also be another game. I think attention so be so Chelsea Los Angeles shouldn't be a game that I'm for because but the Americans, especially Chelsea, were a lot of followers America. The Los Angeles for also playing against Chelsea, they also have a lot of people and attention. I think that Chelsea will also win that game. And I think the Tuesday games because of Flamengo, Esperance de Tunis shouldn't be a game, but then the South Americans and Africans, no, especially the Tunisia for North Americans, there will be a lot of interest there. Fluminense, Dortmund, River Plate, Urawa, and Chedanye games are maybe who say what attention, but some of the games are I'm for argument so yeah. Wydad Casablanca, there is another African team, any Manchester City, and Real Madrid Al Hilal will be a tough game, because Al Hilal for no, they are the champions of Saudi Pro League, you know? And they are team. They have a very good squad. In fact, players no more the Saudi Pro League, you know? These are players. These are players. Any day, no more Europe. One or your goalkeeper no. He's a very good player. They have Koulibaly Mo. They have Lodi, Alfred, Atletico Madrid. A lot of key players. In terms of midfield, so they have Milinkovic Savic. A lot of key players, and they have Malcolm. They have Mitrovic, and any other players on my team. So it's me. But I mean, with Madrid team on one, it shouldn't be a gamer. A very tough Madrid. So I think that to me these are going to be the interesting game, especially for the first round of matches.
Okay. Well, I'm looking at the African contingent for participation, and the Brazilian teams. I think we are going to witness exciting game from our African because they want to prove a point. And Sundowns, I'm expecting Sundowns, the Korea team, was Omudi Omochi the Kafem. Hyundai, Osan for no. I was Sundowns to me, give the best performance they can give. Man City any work, I'm expecting a cracker. A game a very keenly contested, close contest. A game as a Mikasa will go under because a game work for no want to give a good account for themselves. And Man City work Hyundai Alsan from the Sundowns, River Plate and Aroa Reds from Nezene Dortmund, Flamingo ne Esperance, Boca Juniors and Benfica, Botafogo and Seattle, Palmeiras, Porto, Ali and Inter Miami. These are games that may anticipate it is going to be a fireworks. With Chelsea and Los Angeles, they obviously it's supposed to be a one-way affair. We share a year Inter Milan and Montreal. You are expecting Inter Milan to walk over them. Al Hilal and Real Madrid. You are expecting a year Real Madrid to walk over them. Juventus, but then work in Man City, you are expecting work will give a good account for themselves. We are going to experience for the first time. There is a coach in the African continent who imitate Pep Guardiola all in life. I work for coaching. Ne life wa memeke Pep Guardiola from the time of war Sundowns. Nei omo tumi aden. Omo tumi awo janokwan. Because coach why I mean Benchahem. Oh.
Kenin ko bitimi share ni room.
Aka obe share ni role model. Oh. Me refinidi. let me get the mention it dino work oh aka obehu finally nko behia ne way omo appoint yeah your friend Ronani Makwena omo appointed on July 11, 2024 but was dismissed May 19, 2025. Oh, I was thinking say that's so Honman ko be wa question, but then having said that sad, but then we will look for and I'll look up for that particular match. Yes, yes, it will be Emma Mesa, you know, yeah, say we're free honum. A sad situation, but you better yes, our game is a tough game. I think say ha and I'm ready be my kwama day. Our first show after you move it to the digital studio. You move it to your digital studio, no. This is our first show. I mean, I don't do me. You better share that. Ochina. Na ya be ye den. Afi ya be rap game ni man kasa. The first game, the opening ceremony, and there's this Donald Trump on any way near there. We will look at the political aspect of game no near there. You be showing in na bibia tumi akoye. Ote Benedict Nkauti Vincent Nka. I mean, I don't do me chan be say share virus and a streaming show no e de mai oni DJ Slim ono na executive producer de ma show no ene oso. I mean, aduma ye be say e share yakram.